how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. And incomplete to open things up. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll running right through it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Collins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Collins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's a first down run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It fights him off. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go now.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a give to Collins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Room here to run. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Here we go now. Green 39.
This give is to McCoy. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And now they'll throw with Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now McCoy, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Kaiser now. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Black round. Black round.
3rd and long for Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This complete to the tight end play. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. An reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at the juke. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go.
Kaiser on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They pitch it out to Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. C.J. Mosley. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To the air, Allen. And he's got Moncrief. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. First, they go right back to Collins. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. They go play action. Kaiser. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals, they've now taken the lead in that ball game. Andy Dalton with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down. I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle, and we'll see if he opts for a heavier dose of running plays, because running is where they've had more success than in the passing game.
And the way they've spread it around to different people running it as well. It's not just been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it has given them good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
And a team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
2nd down, Kaiser. And he can't get rid of it. He's down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake. Kaiser on the move to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go now. Boom, learn it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Allen to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just one.
And McCoy loses the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They go play action with Osweiler. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Watch him now, Barney!
The throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vernon Butler breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gone. Being chased out left. He's going to run, and it's a fumble. And the Bills have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go again with Collins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Collins on the handoff. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gone. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back.